I have been disappointed with this diaper for a while now because it's a little bit too long for my boy. It's too saggy in the crotch area. And I didn't put any rise snaps in it to begin with because I thought that he may be big enough to not need the rise snaps anymore. And so I've been disappointed with it because it doesn't really fit him right. And today I think I'm going to finally put rise snaps in this, but I've already assembled it. So let's figure out how to put rise snaps in a diaper that, or in a cover anyway. This probably wouldn't work so well for a pocket or an all-in-one, but it works okay for a cover, or we'll see if it works okay for a cover. My plan is sound. The pattern that I made this with has the snaps. Let's get the pattern real quick. Two and a half inches apart horizontally and 1.5 inches apart vertically. And I don't need this third rise. I'm just going to do the 2 rows here. So let's estimate. I'm going to use the washable marker. We're going to go down about 1 inch and draw a line. Let's find a straight edge. Piece of paper, that'll work. That looks good. I measured from 2 different snaps. Measure from the third one. I thought it looked a little low on the right side. Alright, so I'm going to measure 1 inch down and draw a line. This line's going to wash out, so it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to measure another 1.5 inches down. That's what I said, right? 1.5 inches? Yeah. On each side. And draw another line. Just using a piece of paper as a straight edge. Because you know, rulers are too fancy for me. Alright. Now, we're going to sort of estimate the middle of this diaper. We're going to go between the snaps, lay the snaps over each other, and lay the elastics over each other. We'll call that the center. There, and there. Blue on blue. You may not be able to see that, so let's get out one of my handy dandy tailor's chalks here. There we go. Alright. Now, what did I say? They were 2.5 inches apart? Right there. And right there. Another place for tailor's chalk. And then over on the other side. Mark there. And there. And now I have 6 marks for snaps. And this this diaper originally had blue and red snaps, and I remember using all of the snaps that I had in that color, so I'm just going to use white. We're going to stick this through here. I have done this before, I just realized. You'll want to be careful. If you put the snaps, even if they're the 2 that are over here, if you put the snaps on through the flap part. It actually is really difficult to fit even a flour sack towel pad folded between those two snaps there. I have one diaper that is like that and I hate it because I always have trouble getting my flour sack towel up in there. So be very careful. Don't go through that PUL. Just go through the one layer. So I'm just going to, I poked the pin through or the owl through, and I'm just going to pull back that fabric just a little bit so it's not in the way. Now the cap goes through from the inside, even though I put the owl through from the outside, because that's where I put my marks. And then this is the top row of rise, so I'm going to put a stud. Try to find a way in. Now I am not worrying about where the tray of the pliers are at, because as long as it's on the cap, which it just did, I put it on the cap through that layer of PUL, it pressed it down, even though there was a layer of PUL between the pliers and the snap. It still worked. Okay, stick another owl through. This one I don't have to worry because it's below the level of the PUL. Stick it through from the underside because the cap side has to be on the inside. Another stud. There we go. And then on the inside, we're pulling this back so that I have access to that area. Then push the owl through and like that. Hope you could see that. I tried to make it easy to explain, but literally I just pulled back this piece here so that I could have access to the place I was making the hole. Another stud, because this is still the top row. Get that in the tray there. Squish it down. There's the top row. We're getting there. Alright, now my marks are kind of hard to see because they were done with the tailor's chalk, but I think I can still find them. This one here. Just pull that back a ways. I don't know what just happened. My socket just fell off the spike. Start over. It was still in the hole, it just fell off the cap there. Almost done. 2 more. Alright, so I actually got my cap, or my PUL between the cap and the other layer. It shouldn't be that big a deal. I just pulled it out of there. As long as it wasn't through the hole, it will pull out just fine. little bit more difficult to work with when the diaper has elastic in it and all those extra layers there. When it's just a flat piece of, or a couple pieces of fabric, it's a little bit easier. But I didn't think I needed rise snaps. Turns out my kid is probably going to be a rise snap kid till potty training. I mean, he's little. He's skinny and tall. All right. Last snap. Now I can actually use this diaper. There we go. Much better. Yay. Thanks for watching.